Well, we think Rossbacker Insurance is a place for you and for your family, for your individuals, for your businesses, because we want to be your insurance advisor. We're local. We're knowledgeable. We have contracts with all different insurance carriers to customize and fit the right insurance program for your needs. We're here. You can come sit down with us, talk to us one-on-one, sit across from the kitchen table, sit across from our desks, and we can give you good insurance advice, how you can save money, where you don't want to save money and skimp out on coverage. And so we're there to help balance that and give you good insurance advice, good risk management advice. So after you have a claim disaster, you can have confidence that your family, your businesses, your cars, your assets are best protected.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another edition of High School Baseball on the YDL Sports Network, brought to you tonight by the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg. It is a District 9 3A semifinal contest between the Brookville Raiders, the top seed, and the AC Valley Union Falcon Knights, the 4 seed. AC Valley Union comes in with a record of 8 wins and 8 losses. Brookville 10-6 on the year. So the winner of this one will get the winner of our first game, which was Karn City, an 8-2 winner over the St. Mary's Dutch. So our pitching matchups today, we'll have Ryan Armagost going for Union AC Valley against Parker Colgren for Brookville. Colgren on the year, 5-2, 2.53 earned run average, 28 hits, 28 walks, 51 strikeouts. He's hit a batter, given up 24 runs, 13 of them earned. Armagost, on the other hand, is 2-2 on the year with a 2.53 earned run average. In 36 innings of work, he has let up 32 hits, 31 walks, and has struck out 39. We're going to go and thank some of our sponsors here. When we get back, we will give you our starting lineups here tonight in DuBois.
Well, howdy there, rodeo fans. The 2026 North Washington Rodeo is sounding up August 18th through the 22nd with a big old kickoff party on the 17th. Grab your boots and hats for bronco riding, barrel racing, bull riding, and plenty of heart-pounding action. Gates at 6, show at 8, social hall serving up supper from 4 to 7. Missed dinner? No worries. We've got concessions rolling all night long on Oneida Valley Road in Petrolia, PA. Online at northwashingtonvfd.com/rodeo. Rain or shine, partner, this rodeo riding on. When it's your special day, we know you want everything to be just perfect. That's why at the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, we spared no expense in creating our new indoor-outdoor wood-framed event center with waterfalls, gorgeous views of the Allegheny River, a fire pit, and plenty of parking. The Allegheny Grill in Foxburg will take care of everything from catering to bartending, so all you have to do is bring the fun. We do it all for your wedding, anniversary party, corporate event, and so much more. One look at our new facility and we know you'll fall in love. And remember, the view is always free at the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, PA.
Hi, this is Fred from K&T Supplies. Whether you're a contractor, plumber, electrician, or a do-it-yourselfer, we have everything you need, including lumber. So, before you head to that out-of-town box store, come see us at K&T Supplies, just west on 322, from Sheets in Brookville. K&T Supplies will have what you need and save you a trip. Plus, we offer superior expertise, and as I always say, good time.
Looking to score big on your next vacation? Start with a travel advisor who delivers your cruise planner's advisors, your go-to, saving you time, money, and stress, while hooking you up with exclusive deals, upgraded amenities, and early booking discounts. Get in the game with Griggs Travel at GriggsTravel.com. That's GriggsTravel.com. John Griggs, Port Allegheny grad, 1,000-point scorer, 3-sport standout, ready to help you plan your dream getaway. Cruises, resorts, hotels, tours, everything's handled, even your own travel app, and easy rate booking if plans change. This summer, get in the game with Much Game Athletics. Register now for the Girls Shootout and Team Camp, June 12th and 13th, featuring JV and varsity games guaranteed 6 games per team. Register by May 31st. Plus, sign up for the Oil City area Boys and Girls Leagues with Girls Junior High, Boys Junior High, Boys Varsity and Girls Varsity Leagues available. Guaranteed 9 games per team. For questions or information, contact Jeff Pauley at muchgame649@gmail.com or call 814-671-1176.
With locations in Shippenville and Tionesta, Tionesta Builder Supply is a full-service home improvement center specializing in everything you need to build or remodel your home. From power tools and accessories to paint and sundries and general hardware merchandise, Tionesta Builders has everything you need to get your project done quickly. Find out more at tionestabuilders.us and like them on Facebook. We are back. We are back here at Stern Field in DuBois, getting ready for this D9 3A semifinal game between AC Valley Union and Brookville. AC Valley Union will send out the following lineup. Trent Fleming will lead off. He's the shortstop. Caden Burns bats second and at second base. Connor Langdon bats third. He's the center fielder. Carter McGarvey bats fourth. He's at third base. Lexton Allsworth bats fifth. He's the designated hitter. Colby Elliott bats sixth. He's at third base. Cody Bobbert bats seventh. He's in left field. Andrew Preston bats eighth. He does the catching. And Ryan Arbogast bats ninth and does the pitching for Logan Pistorius, first-year manager of the Falcon Knights. So it's Fleming, Burns, Langdon, McGarvey, Allsworth, Elliott, Bobbert, Preston, and Armagast. For Brookville, leading off will be their second baseman, Chase Nimmo. Batting second and in left field, Dante Morey. Batting third, the catcher, Landon Morera. Batting fourth, the first baseman, Lade Blake. Batting fifth and in right field, Joel Burton. Batting sixth, the pitcher, Parker Colgren. Batting seventh and at third base, Zach Phillips. Batting eighth and the center fielder, Trent Colgan. Batting ninth and at shortstop, Landon Smith. So it's Nemo, Morey, Morera, Blake, Burton, Colgren, Phillips, Colgan, and Smith for Chad Weaver's group. Before we continue, we want to acknowledge the important role umpires play in our game. From time to time, we may be critical of specific calls, decisions, or situations as part of our coverage and analysis. But overall, we recognize that umpires work hard, care deeply about the sport, and do a difficult job under constant pressure and scrutiny. As an independent media outlet, our responsibility is to provide honest commentary and fair analysis while also treating officials with respect and professionalism. Our goal is always to strike the balance fairly and responsibly. So as Colgren takes his warm-up pitches, he'll be backed by the following defense. Lad Blake's at first. Chase Nimmo's at second. Landon Smith is the shortstop. Zach Phillips is at third. Dante Morey's in left. Trent Colgan's in center. Joel Burton is in right. Landon Morera behind the plate for Parker Colgren. So it's Blake, Nimmo, Smith, and Phillips first to third. Morey, Colgan, and Burton left to right. And Morera doing the catching for Colgren. Getting ready here is stepping in is Trent Fleming. Fleming hitting .500 on the season, takes ball one outside. Colgren, we saw him pitch two here on the YDL Sports Network. Great games against Red Bank Valley. And there's a line drive off the glove of Colgren into center field. So Fleming, who came into the game hitting .500, does what he does, collects a hit. He's the hit collector for this Falcon Knight team. He starts the game here with a base hit to center. Bring up Caden Burns hitting .302 on the year, 13 driven in. Takes ball one. Shows bunt. That's going to get away from the catcher, and now a runner's going to go to third. So I missed how Fleming got the second. Two wild pitches in a row. Okay. Head was down there for a second. I apologize, folks. So now he's at third, And it's 2-0 here on Burns. It's ball 3, and now it's 3-0. Colgren early in the year, walks hurt him. He seemed to get that back under control mid-season. But right now, it's 3-0 on Burns with a couple of wild pitches. Burns showing bunt. I'm guessing he's taking all the way. He is. It's another one that's wild, but Fleming's not going to be able to score. Now it is first and third, and nobody out for the Falcon Knights for Connor Langdon. So Langdon stepping to the plate here. Runner takes off for second. Throw doesn't really go to anybody. Not sure if that was supposed to be Colgren catching that from Herrera, but luckily for Brookville, Fleming didn't try to score there. And now it's second and third. Nobody out here in the first inning for the Falcon Knights, who have an opportunity to jump on the board. It's low, and it's 1-1 strike on Langdon. Langdon came in hitting .273 on the year, 10 driven in. That's high, and now it's 2-1. Two balls and a strike on Langdon. Colgren ready with the delivery. Line drive, base hit over the head of the shortstop Smith. That'll score one. Here comes the relay. There will be no relay, and it is 2-0. Falcon Knights in the first. 2-run single by Connor Langdon. Bring up Carter McGarvey. Single walk single has got the Falcon Knights on the board, up 2-0 here in the top of the first. Runner takes off for second, and it hits McGarvey. So far, it has not gone the way of Brookville and Parker Colgren here in the first, and Chad Weaver not wasting any time. He's going to go out and talk to his right-hander, Colgren the junior. And again, we saw Colgren pitch 2 fantastic games against Red Bank Valley earlier in the year. But so far here in this one, it has kind of gone off the rails. Single walk, single, and a hit batter. And Chad Weaver done with his discussion. Will walk slowly back to the Brookville dugout, which is on the third base side. AC Valley Union occupying that first base dugout. Second meeting of the year for these teams. Met way back on April 7th. Brookville won 7-6. There's a bunt, and there's nobody covering first at first. And then quickly getting over there was Nemo for the putout on the sacrifice. Langdon to third. McGarvey to second. One away here now for Colbin Elliott. So big opportunity for the senior Elliott. Outside, they're going to hold the runner at third. Not a lot of room in foul territory here. Ball 1. Winding the 1-0 to Elliott. Swing and a miss. 1 ball and 1 strike on Elliott. Huge opportunity here for the senior Elliott. Elliott grounder to second. Second baseman Nemo over to the first baseman Blake. That'll get a run home, and it's 3-0 as Langdon scores McGarvey to third. Bring up Cody Bobbert. Union AC did lead 4-2 in that game way back in April, and Brookville rallied to win it 7-6. First pitch to Bobbert, fouled straight back, strike 1. AC held reads of 4-2 and 6-4 in that game and lost 7-6. So Brookville's been here, done this before against the Falcon Knights. Oh, 1 delivery. Way inside. 1 ball and 1 strike on Bobbert. One pitch by Colgren is high and outside. It's 2-1. Sorry about the wind taking that string part of the net sometimes over first base. Not a whole lot we could do about that. I've got it tied back as much as I can. 2-1 delivery here to Bobbert. That misses, and that's going to get away. And again, not getting a good read on it is the runner at third, McGarvey. And it's 3 balls and 1 strike on Bobbert. Andrew Preston would be next. Bobbert has 256 on the year with 8 driven in. Three 3-1 pitch, fouled straight back, 3-2. Colgren trying to limit the damage. He's given up 3 so far here in the first. Runner at third with 2 outs, and it's a full count now on Cody Bobbert. Carter McGarvey, the runner at third. Payoff pitch by Parker Colgren. Line drive, foul ball down the first base side. Remains 3 balls and 2 strikes. Winner gets Karn City at 4 o'clock Wednesday at Showers Field right here in DuBois for the District 9 title. 3-2 pitch. Fouled away again. So not only is Bobbert battling, they're making Colgren throw a lot of pitches here in the first inning. Colgren ready with the 3-2. High, ball 4. That'll bring up the 8th man to bat in the inning, Andrew Preston. Is Colgren already at 23 pitches here in the first inning. First and second, 2 outs for Preston. Ball 1 outside. Preston hitting .308 on the year with 14 RBIs, tied for the team lead with Elliott with tied for the team lead with those 14 RBIs. That's high, and it's going to get away. And then wanting to go to second there was Bobbert, but he slipped in his break, so he's going to hold first. And it's now 2 balls and no strikes on Preston. And Colgren really struggling with his command here in the first inning. 2-0, high, it's 3-0. You got to wonder how long Chad Weaver would stick with his ace here. This is a winner-take-all, loser-go-home type of situation. 3 balls and no strikes on Preston. Strike at the letters, and it's 3-1. Bobbert the runner at first, McGarvey at third, 3 in for Union AC or AC Union. Swing and a miss, 3-2. Well, now Bobbert will get a head start at first on the 3-2 pitch with 2 outs. Ball 4. Back-to-back walks issued here, and the bases are loaded. Third walk of the inning to go with a hit batter. 9th man to bat, Ryan Armagost, the pitcher for the Falcon Knights. We're going to get a runner for Preston, the catcher. That'll be number 12, Noah Langdon, the sophomore.
Coming in to run for the catcher at first base is number 12, Noah Langdon.
Bases full of Falcon Knights here in the first, already up 3-0. And the senior Ryan Armagost steps to the plate. Hits the outside corner, strike 1. Wind in the 0-1. Hit the outside corner again, and it's no balls and 2 strikes. Colgren's 0-2 delivery down low, ball 1, 1-2. Wind in the 1-2, high, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes here on Armagost with the bases full of Falcon Knights. 2 outs in the bottom of the first, or top of the first, 3 runs already in. That's inside, and now it's full 3-2. No place to put them. Merry-go-round will be in motion as all the runners will get a head start here. As Colgren has gone from 0-2 to 3-2 on Armagost. Wind in the payoff pitch. Armagost fouls it away. Top of everything else, Colgren is now at 35 pitches. Colgren comes set, delivers the payoff. Fouled it away again. Remains 3-2. The runners will go back. They'll get a head start again. He's got the runner picked off a second, and he throws it into center field. That's going to allow another run to score. As coming home on the throwing error by Colgren is McGarvey. Bobbert will go to third on the same error. Langdon holds it first, and it's now 4-0 in favor of AC Valley Union, and it's still a full count here on Armagost. Runner will get a head start. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And the inning is finally over, but not before the Falcon Knights of AC Valley Union score 4 runs on a pair of hits. There were 3 walks, a hit batter, an error, and 2 left on base. At the end of a half an inning, it is AC Valley Union 4 and Brookville coming to bat.
Wise Eyes of DuBois and St. Mary's are premier eye care facilities here in our Tri-County area. Their offices and eye care team are dedicated to providing excellence in patient care, eye education, and optical services. Dr. Greg Lineski is a leader in clinical eye care involving eye and vision disorders. Dr. Lineski takes the time to explain the results of your eye exam, describes your options, and listens to your eye care needs. Because maintaining good eye health is an ongoing partnership at Wise Eyes of DuBois and St. Mary's.
Golfing at one of the prettiest golf courses around is what you get when you play around at Hunter Station Golf Club just outside of Tonesta. Located in the Allegheny Mountains with a spectacular view of the Allegheny River, Hunter Station offers something for everyone. The rolling hills of the front 9, coupled with a back 9 situated along the banks of the Allegheny River, create some of the best views in all of northwestern PA. And when you're done with your round, enjoy a delicious meal or a cold drink in our restaurant and bar. Looking for a place to stay? Hunter Station has you covered there too with play and stay packages. Find out more at hunterstation.com.
Eternally Clean Cemetery and Monument Service is the top choice for honoring loved ones with headstone cleaning and flower assortments. Call Corey at 814-227-9370 or Samantha at 814-227-9913 for a free estimate. Visit their Facebook page or eternally-clean.com to learn more. Let your loved one's headstone shine with their Resting Clean promise.
We head to the bottom of the first, 4-0 AC Valley Union over Brookville. It'll be Nimmo, Morey, and Morera for the Raiders against Ryan Armagos, who again 2-2 with that 253 earned run average. The crafty lefty has been staked to a 4-0 lead. Swinging and fouling the first pitch away is Nimmo, batting .286, 4 RBIs on the season. Couldn't have asked for a better start if you were the Falcon Knights, getting 4 there in the top of the first. Ball is golfed in the air. It's going to be a base hit for Nimmo as it falls in front of the second baseman Burns, and McGarvey wasn't really covering. It'll be an infield single for Nimmo. Defensively for AC Union, Carter McGarvey's at first, Caden Burns is at second, Trent Fleming is the shortstop, Colvin Elliott's at third, Cody Bobbert's in left, Connor Langdon's in center, Noah Eithan is in right, Andrew Preston doing the catching for Ryan Armagos. Here's bunting the ball, and it's bunted to the third baseman Elliott. Makes a nice play on it and to get Morey, who will get the sacrifice 5-3. So again, defensively, that's McGarvey, Burns, Fleming, and Elliott first to third. Bobbert, Langdon, and Eithan left to right. Andrew Preston doing the catching for Ryan Armagos. So Nimmo will take second on that play. Landon Morera now at the plate for the Raiders. 477 on the year. Runner heads for third. Throw down, and he is gone. Andrew Preston throws out. Chase Nimmo trying to steal third with his team down 4-0. And now there are 2 outs here in the Brookville first inning. And I don't know if I understand the strategy there or if he went on his own, but you're down 4-0. You've got a runner in scoring position. You've got your best batter at the plate. Chad Weaver doesn't look like he's all that happy at that, so Nimmo might have tried to steal that base on his own there. 1 ball and 1 strike here on Morera. That stays high, and it's 2-1. Armagos set, delivers the 2-1. Outside, and now it's 3-1. And walks have definitely been a bugaboo of Ryan Armagos this year. 31 of them in 36 innings of work. Armagos ready with the 3-1. Fouled away, and now it's full 3-2 here on Morera.
Please return all foul balls to the umpires as soon as possible. Thank you.
Special shout out to K&T Supplies right outside of Brookville, Allegheny Grill in Foxburg for helping to bring tonight's game. Wind in the payoff pitch. Ground ball past the diving second baseman Burns into center field. It's a base hit for Morera, and that's exactly why you don't want to try to steal third base there.
Now batting first baseman number 29, Ladd Blake.
Instead of a run scoring or having first and third and 1 out for your power man, Ladd Blake, you've got 2 outs. Blake comes to the plate hitting .385 with 3 homers and 17 driven in. Saw his dad Billy up top prior to this game, said he was listening to our first broadcast, that Carn City St. Mary's game. Spikes it. Nice stop there by Preston. Ball 1. Herrera leads off first. Pitch to Blake. Little chopper. Armagost has it. Will flip to first for the out, and the inning is over. For Brookville in the first, no runs, 2 hits, no errors, 1 left on base. We head to the top of the second inning, 4-0 AC Valley Union.
When it's your special day, we know you want everything to be just perfect. That's why at the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, we spared no expense in creating our new indoor-outdoor wood-framed event center with waterfalls, gorgeous views of the Allegheny River, a fire pit, and plenty of parking. The Allegheny Grill in Foxburg will take care of everything from catering to bartending, so all you have to do is bring the fun. We do it all for your wedding, anniversary party, corporate event, and so much more. One look at our new facility and we know you'll fall in love. And remember, the view is always free at the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, PA.
Hi, this is Fred from K&T Supplies. Whether you're a contractor. Hi, this is Fred from K&T Supplies. Whether you're a contractor, plumber, electrician, or a do-it-yourselfer, we have everything you need, including lumber. So, before you head to that out-of-town box store, come see us at K&T Supplies, just west on 322, from Sheets in Brookville. K&T Supplies will have what you need and save you a trip. Plus, we offer superior expertise, and as I always say, good time.
Need plumbing, heating, or air conditioning services in Western PA? Then call Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning in Clarion today at 814-226-8695. At Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning, we believe that a service-oriented business like ours should give you quality care and a quick response time. That's why we stand on our promise, offering you reliable 24-hour service that gets your job done right when you need it. We can also be found on the web at lutonsplumbing.com. Again, that number is 814-226-8695.
Are you planning for retirement, looking for other investment opportunities? Then you want to stop by Best Wealth Management at the Corners in Shippenville. At Best Wealth Management, they'll plan, invest, and secure for you. Call Matt Best today at 814-227-2800 or visit them online today.
Security and advisory services offered through LPL Financial, registered investment advisor, member FINRA, SIPC.
Moving from catch second, number 2, Landon Marrara. Moving from second to right, number 3, Chase Demo. And now pitching.
We have a new pitcher here for Brookville as Joel Burton, the lefty, will take over after Parker Colgren gave up 4 runs in that first inning. Burton on the year, 3-1 with a save, a 3.11 earned run average, 33 hits, 16 runs, 12 earned, 5 walks, 23 strikeouts for the sophomore. Or is he a freshman? Joel's a freshman. So defensively now, Marrera moves from catcher out to second base. Nimmo will go out to play right field, and taking over behind the plate is Parker Colgren after that inning of work. So we'll set that defense here in a second again, as it'll be the top of the order. Trent Fleming leading off, to be followed by Caden Burns and Connor Langdon for the Falcon Knights. And taking ball 1 from Burton is Fleming, who singled and scored in that first inning. Again, he came in hitting 500, now a touch over 500. So with Burton out there, the lefty, we've got 2 lefties on the hill right now with Armagost for the Falcon Knights. You don't see that all the time around here in high school baseball. Burton pitched to Fleming, ground ball to the second baseman, the new second baseman, Marrera, on to first, 1 away. So the final line on Colgren, he goes 1 inning, gives up 4 runs, 3 of them earned on 2 hits, 3 walks, a hit batter, and he struck out 1. So that'll bring up Caden Burns, who walked and scored in his first at-bat, takes a ball inside. So big responsibility put on the freshman Burton here, with his team down 4-0, and his job is just hold it right there. Ball's fouled out of play, 1 ball and 1 strike. It's outside, now it's 2-1. 2-1 on Caden Burns, hitting .302. Outside, and now it's 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike on Burns. Ball 4, Burns is walked for the second time in this game. Draws the 1-out walk here against the reliever, Joel Burton. Bring up Connor Langdon. Langdon singled home 2 runs in that first inning and then scored a run himself. Burton will check the runner at first, Burns. Swing and a miss by Langdon. A nice breaking ball there from Burton, and it's no balls and 2 strikes. Oh, 2 on Burton. Burns takes his lead off of first. Burton looks at him. Here's the pitch to Langdon. Popped it up and out of play. Remains no balls and 2 strikes on Connor Langdon. That's up high, and now it's 1 ball and 2 strikes on Langdon. That's inside, and now it's 2-2 on Langdon. Burton toes the rubber. Checks the runner, Burns at first. Comes set. 2-2 pitch inside. 3 balls and 2 strikes now on Langdon. Let's see what Logan Pistorius, the first-year manager, has Caden Burns do here on a 3-2 pitch to Connor Langdon. With 1 out and his team up 4-0 in the second. Burns takes his lead. Burton set. Comes home. Runner not going, and it's a swing and a miss. And then a quick throw down. Nice job by Blake, the first baseman, to keep it from going out into right field. 2 away after the strikeout of Langdon. Bring up Carter McGarvey. He was hit by a pitch in the first inning. Came around and scored on a throwing error on a pickoff attempt at second base by Parker Colgren, the pitcher. Burton checks Burns at first. Comes home. Called strike 1. And that's going to get through the catcher Colgren's legs. It'll be a wild pitch. And he still hasn't picked the ball up. He finally does. Runner will go to second on the play. That's Burns. 1 ball and 1 strike here on McGarvey with another run out there for the Falcon Knights at second base now. Up high, and it's 2-1 on McGarvey, who's now going to go and talk to Logan Pistorius as Colgren goes out to talk to Burton real quick. It was a quick mention, probably about the signs, my guess would be. That's in there for a strike, and it's 2 balls and 2 strikes here on McGarvey. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Carter McGarvey. Caden Burns is the runner at second. Joel Burton's pitch popped up, giving it a run is the first baseman Blake, but it's going to be out of play. Over on the first base side. 321 down the left field line, 310 down the right field line, 344 to the left and right center field power alleys here at Stern Field. Tall fence all the way around. Burton checks the runner at second again, comes home with the 2-2. Hit him. He hit McGarvey in the knee. And now it's first and second for Lex and Allworth. And Chad Weaver wanted to know if he didn't move out of the way, but we know my feelings on that one. To me, if you're in the batter's box and you get hit by a pitch, it's a hit by a pitch. If you lean out over the plate, I'd agree with the idea that maybe you don't get hit by a pitch. But if you're in the batter's box, pitcher doesn't get the benefit of the doubt for hitting you. Good job there by the home plate umpire. Now I'll throw to second. Diving back in safely is Burns. Allsworth takes strike one. Lexon was out on a sac bunt in the first inning. Hitting 320 on the year with 9 driven in. Burton set comes high, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. One pitch is foul back, and it's 1 ball and 2 strikes here on Lex and Allworth. Joel Burton trying to get out of this jam here in the second. Delivers the 1-2. Inside, just getting out of the way there was Allsworth, and now it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. So Burton is throwing a lot of pitches here as well. I'm set with the 2-2. Called strike 3, and the inning is over. For AC Valley Union in the second, no runs, no hits. There was a walk, a hit batter, and 2 left on base. We go to the bottom of the second. In this District 9 3A semifinal game, it is 4-0 AC Valley Union over Brookville.
Are you hungry? Of course you're hungry. And Daddy's on Main Street in Clarion is ready to tackle that hunger for you. Serving amazing food since 2008, Daddy's has been Clarion's go-to stop whenever hunger strikes. Whether it's a good old-fashioned hot dog or hamburger, a salad, or something from their rotating chef's menu. Yes, I said rotating chef's menu. Daddy has you covered. You can order ahead by calling 814-223-4687 or come on in and dine in. Have a big event you are catering? Daddy's can do that too. Like Daddy's on Facebook at Daddy's Clarion and stop in today. You won't be disappointed. A good garbage company is like a good utility. A good garbage company is like a good utility player. You don't realize you need one until you don't have one. For great dependable garbage service in Clarion County, no one does it better than Larson's Garbage Service. Locally owned and active in the community for over 50 years, Larson's offers flat rates that are easy to understand with no hidden fees and no contracts. Find out more at larsonsgarbageservice.com. Creating champions is what we do at the Garage in Shippenville. The Garage is Clarion County's premier indoor hitting and pitching facility offering one-on-one instruction to athletes of all ages. Join one of our group sessions now by contacting the Garage at 814-918-2123. And did you know the Garage is more than just about baseball and softball? We now have the True Golf Simulator where you can hone your game all year round. Like the Garage on Facebook today.
Head to the bottom of the second. It'll be Blake, followed by, well, no, I'm sorry. It'll be Burton, followed by Colgren and Phillips. Burton now pitching, swings and misses strike one at that offering from Ryan Armagost. That's high, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Talk about Armagost being a crafty lefty. I'm not sure his ball here would break a pane of glass, but it doesn't have to if you can put it where you want to. There's a ground ball. Third baseman Elliott boots it, and that's going to be enough to have the base runner reach. That's going to be an error on third baseman Colbin Elliott. So it was a routine grounder, and Elliott just had it eat him up. And so now with Burton on, we're going to get a runner for him out there. It'll be Gavin Mills. So Gavin Mills, the freshman. So Mills running for Burton, who is now pitching. As Parker Colgren now catching comes to the plate. Ball 1, snap throw down to third, back in safely is Burton. It went to first, not third, of course. Got myself all ahead of myself. 1 ball and no strike. Dyslexic on that one, thinking first was third. 2 balls in the. If you listen to enough of my broadcast, folks, you know I'll sometimes do that, where I'll call left field, and right field, left field, and first base, third base. I don't know why that happens, but it does to me more often than not. And now there's a line drive base hit into right field. Right fielder Ethan up with it. First and second, nobody out here for the Raiders in the second. Bring up Zach Phillips. Phillips taking a long look down at manager / third base coach Chad Weaver. Inside, ball 1, off the glove of Preston. Doesn't get away far enough for the runner at second, Mills, to advance. And there's a ground ball through into left field. They're going to send Mills. Throw to the plate is not in time. Throw down to third is, though. Throw to third will retire Colgren there. Run does score for Brookville, and on the play, Phillips goes to second with the RBI single to left. So now the Raiders have had 2 erased on the base paths in this game through 2 innings. They are within 3 now at 4-1 as it's ball 1. Here to Trenton Colgan with 1 out. But 2 runners erased at third. Now a ground ball off the pitcher and out into left field for a base hit. That's going to score Phillips. It's 4-2. There's some bad luck there for the Falcon Knights as it hits off of the leg of the pitcher Armagost, past the shortstop Fleming into center field for an RBI single, and Brookville has cut the deficit to 2 at 4-2. So that'll bring up Landon Smith, the number 9 hitter. Now coming out is Logan Pastorius to talk to Ryan Armagost. Don't seem to be so worried about him being okay. They just want to calm things down here before it gets any more dangerous, as we've got the air that allowed Burton to reach. And then hits by Parker Colgren, Zach Phillips, and Trent Colgren. Unfortunately for Brookville, Colgren was thrown out going to third for the 1 out of this inning. Now it's ball one here to Landon Smith, hitting 128 on the year. Shows bunt, lays it down foul. 1 ball and 1 strike. And the scoreboard just went out. And it's back.
The Union scoreboard, it has to take a break now and then.
Scoreboard operator Jerry Greco said it's a Union scoreboard. It has to take a break every now and then. Well, if it's a Union scoreboard, it didn't negotiate a good enough break there, because that break was maybe a second and a half. Might need to change Union leadership on the scoreboard. 1 ball and 2 strikes here on Smith. In the dirt. Good stop there by Preston. It did get away from a little bit. Not enough for Colgan to advance. And now it's 2 balls and 2 strikes on Smith. Armagoss was ready to deliver, but timeout had been called well before that from Landon Smith. So the tall, lanky lefty back up on the rubber. Comes set, delivers the 2-2. Right at the second baseman, Burns, who will tag out the runner for 1 on to first, not in time. Would have probably gotten a double play if he had flipped it to Fleming, but instead he elected to tag out Colgan for the second out.
Now batting right fielder number 3, Chase Nimmo.
2 away now for Brookville here in the second, and I'll bring up the leadoff man, Chase Nimmo. Nimmo reached on an infield single to the second baseman, Burns, last inning. He'll ground 1 to Burns again. Burns up with it. On to first, and the inning is over. Brookville picks up 2 runs on 3 hits. There was an error and 1 left on base. We go to the 3rd inning. It's now AC Valley Union 4, Brookville 2.
All-American HQ Custom Apparel and Engraving can do almost anything on almost everything. We're your one-stop shop for your custom needs. All-American HQ Custom Apparel and Engraving. We can do almost anything on almost everything.
Excellence, teamwork, responsibility. Those are the foundations on which Phoenix Sintered Metals in Brockway is built. Phoenix is a Verischetti family-owned powder metal manufacturer committed to being an industry leader through excellence, innovation, and continuous improvement. Phoenix emphasizes employee teamwork as well as responsibility to the community. Like any team striving to be the best it can be, it knows that hard work and perseverance pay off.
In both baseball and softball, as in bowling, there's nothing better than a perfect strike. And DuBois Lanes on the Beeline in DuBois has been serving up a striking good time for nearly 70 years and is here for all your bowling needs. At DuBois Lanes, we have open bowling, leagues, birthday parties, and other special events, along with a great pro shop. Call today for open bowling hours or to book your next event. 814-371-0344. Check us out online at DuBoisLanes.com. DuBois Lanes is hoping for a striking year for the DCC Cardinals.
Hi, this is Fred from K&T Supplies. Whether you're a contractor, plumber, electrician, or a do-it-yourselfer, we have everything you need, including lumber. So, before you head to that out-of-town box store, come see us at K&T Supplies, just west on 322, from Sheets in Brookville. K&T Supplies will have what you need and save you a trip. Plus, we offer superior expertise, and as I always say, good times.
Colbin Elliott leads off here for AC Valley Union. Ground ball that'll not quite get into center field as it's knocked down by the second baseman Herrera, but that'll be a base hit for Elliott. Leading off here in
Now batting left fielder number 80.
the top of the third, that'll bring up Cody Bobbert. Bobbert walked in his first at bat. Brookville got 2 back there in the second to cut this Falcon Knight lead to 4-2. Ball 1 high and outside to Bobbert. Bobbert came into today hitting 256 with the walk, still hitting 256. Where's number 84? Senior Bobbert chops that one foul, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. And baseball action here earlier. Karn City 8, St. Mary's 2. They'll play the winner of this one in the district championship game on Wednesday. Elk County Catholic defeated Port Allegheny 5-2 in softball in single A. 1-1 pitch. Ground ball to the second baseman, Nimmo on to shortstop. So it went not Nimmo, Marrera to the shortstop Smith, to first baseman Blake for the double play.
Now batting catcher number 7, Andrew Preston.
So now with 2 outs, that'll bring up Andrew Preston. So Brookville gets the twin 4-6-3 killer. Strike 1 called on Preston. Called strike 2 on Preston. Preston walked in his first at bat in the first inning. We're now in the third. AC Valley Union scored 4 in that first. They now lead 4-2. That just missed, and it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. And that misses in the dirt, and it's 2 balls and 2 strikes here on Andrew Preston. Joel Burton's 2-2 delivery to Preston. Swing and a miss. No runs, a hit, a double play, and nobody left on base. We go to the bottom of the third. It is AC Valley Union 4 and Brookville 2.
Well, howdy there, rodeo fans. The 2026 North Washington Rodeo is sounding up August 18th through the 22nd with a big old kickoff party on the 17th. Grab your boots and hats for bronco riding, barrel racing, bull riding, and plenty of heart-pounding action. Gates at 6, show at 8, social hall serving up supper from 4 to 7. Missed dinner? No worries. We've got concessions rolling all night long on Oneida Valley Road in Petrolia, PA. Online at northwashingtonvfd.com/rodeo. Rain or shine, partner, this rodeo riding on. When it's your special day, we know you want everything to be just perfect. That's why at the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, we spared no expense in creating our new indoor-outdoor wood-framed event center with waterfalls, gorgeous views of the Allegheny River, a fire pit, and plenty of parking. The Allegheny Grill in Foxburg will take care of everything from catering to bartending, so all you have to do is bring the fun. We do it all for your wedding, anniversary party, corporate event, and so much more. One look at our new facility and we know you'll fall in love. And remember, the view is always free at the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, PA. Looking to score big on your next vacation? Start with a travel advisor who delivers. Your cruise planner's advisor is your go-to, saving you time, money, and stress, while hooking you up with exclusive deals, upgraded amenities, and early booking discounts. Get in the game with Griggs Travel at griggstravel.com. That's griggstravel.com. John Griggs, Port Allegheny grad, 1,000-point scorer, 3-sport standout, ready to help you plan your dream getaway. Cruises, resorts, hotels, tours, everything's handled, even your own travel app, and easy rate booking if plans change. With locations in Chippenville and Tionesta, Tionesta Builder Supply is a full-service home improvement center specializing in everything you need to build or remodel your home. From power tools and accessories to paint and sundries and general hardware merchandise, Tionesta Builders has everything you need to get your project done quickly.
Find out more at TinestaBuilders.us and like them on Facebook. Back here is we'll picture here for you. There you go. So we go to the bottom of the third. It'll be Morey leading off for Brookville. Fouls it away, strike one. Sacrifice bunt in his first at bat. Dante Morey comes in, hitting .273 on the season. Down low, 1 ball and 1 strike. Upset in softball over in District 10 as there's a line drive right at the first baseman McGarvey. 1 away as that'll bring up Landon Herrera.
Now batting second baseman number 2, Landon Herrera.
Wilmington 7, Mercer 6 in the District 10 2A softball quarterfinals. In fact, the 7 and 8 seeds, the 5, 7, and 8 seeds have all won over in District 10 2A softball. Either they didn't seed them right or there's a lot of upsets as here's ball 1 to Landon Herrera. So Wilmington 7, Mercer 6, Sharpsville 7, Mercyhurst Prep 5, Cochranton 6, Seneca 2. So that's 8 seed Wilmington, 7 seed Sharpsville, 5 seed Cochranton, all with wins. The game just underway right now between 6 seeded Union City and 3rd seeded Sagertown. 2 balls and no strikes here on Herrera, who little looper that's going to get over the head of the second baseman Burns out into center field. 1 out single for Landon Herrera. Bring up Lad Blake. Blake grounded out the first in his first at bat. In Double-A in District 9, 4-seeded Keystone 10, 5th-seeded Forest Area, nothing in 5 innings. The District 6A, District 10 6A championship game, it was McDowell 10, Erie nothing in 5. Baseball action, Mercyhurst Prep just gets by Sharpsville 2-0. Ball 1 taken here by Blake, and there are a lot of people that think that Mercyhurst Prep team could win a state title in 2A, and they needed to squeak out a 2-0 win over the A seed Sharpsville. Sagertown 16, Union City 1, 2/7. Greenville 10, Maplewood nothing. Ball is fouled out of play.
Thank you.
Ball is fouled out of play. 1 ball and 2 strikes. That ball is lined into center for a base hit. Center fielder Langdon gets it in, but now first and second for the Raiders here in the third, trailing by 2. But in business again for Joel Burton. Ball 1 outside. Brookville's had action every inning. They've got 2 so far as they've trying to climb back from a 4-0 hole. Now it's 2 balls and no strikes here on Burton, who reached on an error and scored in his first at bat last inning. 2-0 delivery. Swing and a miss, strike 1. It's 2-1. Two-one pitch, lined into center field, a base hit. That's going to score Herrera. Runner heading to third. Throw will be cut off, and now it's 4-3, and Brookville was within a run of erasing that 4-0 deficit. So Morera scores. Blake to third. On the Burton RBI single is Mills, who actually scored that run, not Burton. Will go back in and run for him again. So first and third, 3 straight hits here after 1 out in the third has Brookville back within 1 at 4-3. Armagoss toes the rubber. Comes home. Runner takes off. Throw goes all the way to second. It's not going to be in time, though. And stealing second there is Mills. And now the go-ahead run for the Raiders is in scoring position here on a 1-ball, no strike count to Parker Colgren. Colgren gave up those 4 in the first, but he could give the Raiders the lead here in the third with a base hit. Armagoss pitch. High, ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes on Colgren. Inside, and now it's 3-0 on Colgren. Phillips is next. Infield in for the Falcon Knights as it's ball 4. First walk issued here by Armagoss, but the bases are loaded for Zach Phillips. Phillips had an RBI single in the last inning, and here comes Logan Pistorius out of the dugout. And I think he might be making a move. He is. He is going to make the pitching change right here. He's going to go to Trent Fleming. So we're going to step aside as this pitching change comes in.
We think Rossbacker Insurance is a place for you and for your family, for your individuals, for your businesses, because we want to be your insurance advisor. We're local, we're knowledgeable, we have contracts with all different insurance carriers to customize and fit the right insurance program for your needs. We're here, you can come sit down with us, talk to us one-on-one, sit across from the kitchen table, sit across from our desks, and we can give you good insurance advice, how you can save money, where you don't want to save money and skimp out on coverage. And so we're there to help balance that and give you good insurance advice, good risk management advice. So after you have a claim disaster, you can have confidence that your family, your businesses, your cars, your assets are best protected.
Well, howdy there, rodeo fans. The 2026 North Washington Rodeo is sounding up August 18th through the 22nd with a big old kickoff party on the 17th. Grab your boots and hats for bronco riding, barrel racing, bull riding, and plenty of heart-pounding action. Gates at 6, show at 8, social hall serving up supper from 4 to 7. Missed dinner? No worries. We've got concessions rolling all night long on Oneida Valley Road in Petrolia, PA. Online at northwashingtonvfd.com/rodeo. Rain or shine, partner, this rodeo riding on.
So Trent Fleming will take over here. Fleming on the year, the senior, 2-2, 14 in the third innings, 3.42 earned run average. So it looks like Caden Burns has gone to shortstop. Looks like right fielder Ethan has come in to play second, and Armagoss, the pitcher, going out to play right field. Maybe we're not 100% on that. As coming to the plate here, Zach Phillips. Ball 1 outside.
Person in right's left-handed, so I'm guessing.
That ball is drilled foul over to the first base side. 1 ball and 1 strike here on Phillips. So Trey Fleming hasn't been asked to do a lot of innings this year. It does have the 342 earned run average. Has walked 11, struck out 15. Fleming's pitch is up high, and it's 2 balls and a strike. Infield in with the bases loaded and 1 out. Instead of playing a double play depth, the Falcon Knights have elected to bring the infield in. And now it's 3 balls and 1 strike. And if you don't throw strikes, it doesn't really matter where the infield plays. 3-1 here to Phillips. Tying run 90 feet away for Brookville here in the third. There's a called strike, and now it's 3 balls and 2 strikes. No place to put Phillips. Trent Fleming's delivery, ball 4, and the game is tied. So Brookville has erased that 4-0 deficit.
Now batting center fielder number 24, Trent Colgan.
Bring up Trent Colgan. Colgan has an RBI single to his name already. Fleming's first pitch is in there for a called strike. So after falling behind 4-0 in the top of the first, Brookville scored twice in the second, twice so far here in the third. Infield still in for the Falcon Knights. 1 ball and 1 strike. Get a little surprised in a 4-4 game. Infield in with 1 out. That ball is fouled straight back. 1-2. Fleming's 1-2 delivery way outside. Nice stop there by Preston, the catcher, and that's 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Trent Colgan. Mills, the courtesy runner at third. Colgren's at second. Phillips is at first with 1 out. Here's the 2-2 delivery. High, 3-2. Three balls, 2 strikes, no place to put them. Payoff pitch is high, ball 4, and Brookville is in the lead, 5-4 on back-to-back. Bases loaded walks issued by the relief pitcher, Trent Fleming. So Colgren to third, Phillips to second. Colgan's at first. All 3 of them have walked here in this inning. Landon Smith swings and misses strike 1. He swung at 1 over his head after the pitcher delivered back-to-back walks in his first 2 batters. 0-1 delivery is high, 1-1.
Yeah, I'm going to do it in between innings. He usually don't do it in the middle of an inning.
I just was worried about it. And it's not like we need it right now. I
Yeah,
just was
in
like,
between
I
innings.
forgot. I don't have any lights on it here.
As soon as I see
That's outside, and it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2 balls and 2 strikes here on Smith. Smith pops it up. That should be the infield fly if it stays fair, but it's in foul territory. Now it's back in fair territory, and it's caught by Elliott. I'm a little surprised that when it came back into fair territory, the infield fly wasn't called. Did he? Okay. I'm told the home plate umpire did call the home that. So good job by the home plate umpire. I missed him calling it, but it was a tough one because it's right there on the line. And if it's in foul territory, it's not going to be the infield fly. If it's in fair territory, it does. It came back to fair territory. And so at the last second, the home plate umpire had to call it. Now there's a ground ball. Elliott does a nice job. Throw to second, not in time. 1 runs in. Here comes a second to the plate. He's safe. And Brookville's up 7-4. Aggressive base running by the Raiders. And Dante Morey, the 10th man to bat in this inning, comes to the plate. We're giving a base hit there to the... I'll have to look and see how that gets ruled. He's going to get 2 RBIs on the play. Now there's a ground ball. Base hit up the middle. They're going to send the runner around third. Coming home is Phillips. He'll score. Runner's going to go to second and third on the throw home. That'll be an error. And it's now 8-4 Brookville, who at one point in this game trailed 4-0. So now Landon Marrara takes ball one low. There are 2 outs as I'm all over the place here. It's 8-4. Runners are at second and third. Trying to run through that Elliott play. I don't know if he has any other play than to go to second there. And if the guy beats it, it might be a base hit. As that ball is fouled away. 2 balls and a strike. Two one pitch up high, 3-1 now on Marrara, who earlier in this inning started this rally with a single and scored a run with 1 out. All this damage coming after the first man was retired by the Falcon Knights. That ball is popped out of play and it's 3-2.
Please return all foul balls to the umpires as soon as possible. Thank you.
3-2 pitch, ground ball. Shortstop Burns with it. Throw across is in time to end the inning. But not before AC Valley scores 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 runs.
Inning for Brookville showed 6 runs on 4 hits.
It was either 4 or 5 hits.
Our score after 3.
There was an error and there were 2 left on base. It's now Brookville 8 and AC Valley Union 4 as we head to the 4th.
When it's your special day, we know you want everything to be just perfect. That's why at the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, we spared no expense in creating our new indoor-outdoor wood-framed event center with waterfalls, gorgeous views of the Allegheny River, a fire pit, and plenty of parking. The Allegheny Grill in Foxburg will take care of everything from catering to bartending, so all you have to do is bring the fun. We do it all for your wedding, anniversary party, corporate event, and so much more. One look at our new facility and we know you'll fall in love. And remember, the view is always free at the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, PA.
Hi, this is Fred from K&T Supplies. Whether you're a contractor, plumber, electrician, or a do-it-yourselfer, we have everything you need, including lumber. So, before you head to that out-of-town box store, come see us at K&T Supplies, just west on 322, from Sheets in Brookville. K&T Supplies will have what you need and save you a trip. Plus, we offer superior expertise, and as I always say, good time.
With locations in Shippenville and Tionesta, Tionesta Builder Supply is a full-service home improvement center specializing in everything you need to build or remodel your home. From power tools and accessories to paint and sundries and general hardware merchandise, Tionesta Builders has everything you need to get your project done quickly. Find out more at tionestabuilders.us and like them on Facebook.
Leadoff batter for AC Union in the top of the 4th.
So we go to the top of the 4th, and it'll bring up Ryan Armagost. It'll be Armagost who takes ball 1 here from Joel Burton. So Rich Rhodes, who had a much better view of that at me, tells me what happened there was the throw actually pulled the second baseman off the bag. So it's actually going to go in the books as an error on Elliott there. So that'll be 3 errors now on the Falcon Knights, who committed 2 in that inning. So no RBIs there for Nimmo.
What's the count?
1 ball and 1 strike here on Armagost. Two 1 pitch is down low. Now it's 3-1 on Armagost. Armagost struck out in his first at bat. So Joel Burton, who is throwing 2 scoreless innings of relief here, is Brookville has rallied to take an 8-4 lead after trailing 4-0. Up high, ball 4. Not what Burton really wanted to do after his team had just scored 6, locking the leadoff man and the number 9 hitter. Take us back to the top of the order in Trent Fleming. So if you're scoring at home, and I doubt you are, it would have been 6 runs on 4 hits, 2 errors, and 2 left on there for the Falcon Knights in the 4th. Unless, of course, Dustin Kiefer, for whatever reasons, at home and not here. And Dustin might be scheduled scoring at home. Strike 1 here to Trent Fleming. A 1 delivery. Chopper. Shortstop Smith to second baseman Morera. Throw on to first, going to get beyond Blake. So wasn't going to get him anyhow there. So the fielder's choice by Fleming erases Armagost at second. 1 away. Bring up Caden Burns. Still on that play at second. Real aggressive base running by Brookville to score 2 runs. Runner goes to second. Throw down by Colgren, and out by a mile and a half is Fleming. I mean, he never even had a chance to slide there. He was out by so much. As Colgren to Morera, caught stealing, 2 away now, and ground ball. Here is the shortstop Smith on to first, and the inning is over. No runs, no hits, a walk, a caught stealing, and nobody left on base. We go to the bottom of the 4th. 8-4, Brookville in the lead.
This summer, get in the game with Much Game Athletics. Register now for the Girls Shootout and Team Camp, June 12th and 13th, featuring JV and varsity games guaranteed 6 games per team. Register by May 31st. Plus, sign up for the Oil City area Boys and Girls Leagues with Girls Junior High, Boys Junior High, Boys Varsity and Girls Varsity Leagues available. Guaranteed 9 games per team. For questions or information, contact Jeff Pauley at muchgame649@gmail.com or call 814-671-1176. Allegheny Electric Service of St. Mary's has been providing industrial and commercial electrical solutions for over 35 years. They offer complete design, build, installation, and maintenance of automated systems for a variety of industries. Allegheny Electric designs and installs wiring and lighting for any size project, big or small. And when you find yourself in a jam, they'll get your machine or facility back up and running in no time. Call Allegheny Electric Service at 814-781-1940 or visit AlleghenyElectric.com.
Wise Eyes of DuBois and St. Mary's are premier eye care facilities here in our Tri-County area. Their offices and eye care team are dedicated to providing excellence in patient care, eye education, and optical services. Dr. Greg Lineski is a leader in clinical eye care involving eye and vision disorders. Dr. Lineski takes the time to explain the results of your eye exam, describes your options, and listens to your eye care needs. Because maintaining good eye health is an ongoing partnership at Wise Eyes of DuBois and St. Mary's.
We head to the bottom of inning number 4. It'll be Ladd Blake, Joel Burton, and Parker Colgren for Brookville, who is now leading in this game 8-4. And Blake drives one foul. Strike 1 down the left field side. Now he goes the other way with this. Armagost and Wright will make the catch. 1 away here in the Brookville 4th. Bring up Joel Burton. Burton's been on a couple of times, reached on an error, singled last inning. His courtesy runner Mills has scored twice in this game. Outside ball 1. Now it's 1 ball and 1 strike. It's 1-2 now here on Burton. Fleming's next pitch is high, and it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Now it's 3-2. Wind into 3-2 by Fleming. High, ball 4. Fleming has now walked 3 in his inning plus. So Mills will go out to run again. He's gotten his exercise in over there. He's come around to score twice.
Once again, running at first base, that's number 5, Gavin Mills.
Parker Colgren steps in. Parker walked last inning and scored a run. Takes high, ball 1. Misses, and now it's 2-0. There's a strike, and it's 2 balls and 1 strike. Fleming's 2-1 delivery. Runner goes. That ball is drilled into right field. It's going to be over the head and off the wall as Armagost, the right fielder, picks it up. Mills rounding third. He's hustling to the plate. He'll score, and it's 9-4 Brookville as Gavin Mills scores on the double by Parker Colgren. Bring up Zach Phillips. He drove in a run last inning. He's the first batter. Now we're going to have a discussion out here at second base with Colgren. I guess he needed to hand in some of his equipment to sure what that was, but some equipment came off. Zach Phillips stepping to the plate. Phillips singled and scored in the second, walked and scored in the third. Hard to believe at one point that the Falcon Knights of AC Valley Union were up 4-0 in this game as they trail 9-4 now. Strike 1 here to Phillips. Fouled out of play. 0-2 on Phillips. One in the 0-2, fouled away again.
Please return all foul balls to the umpires as soon as possible.
So far, Joel Burton played a huge role in this one. Coming in to replace Colgren as there's a swing and a miss by Phillips. He'll go down on strikes. 2 away here. And Trenton Colgren comes up. But more importantly, Burton took over when he wasn't expecting to from Colgren in that after that first inning where Colgren gave up 4 runs and had trouble locating. And has put up 3 straight zeros. As Colgren takes ball 1. And Burton has also managed to get on base 3 times on an error, a single, and a walk. And his courtesy runner scored 3 times. The ball is drilled. That is a fair ball. It's a fair ball. No, it's a foul ball. No, it's out of play. It's out of play. It falls out of play. It's going to be a double and an RBI. So a double and an RBI. I apologize for saying foul. When the umpire put his arms up, it was kind of like the foul signal, but he was just signaling that the ball had gone out of play on a ground rule double that now makes it 10-4. Ball one up high to Landon Smith. So the RBI double by Colgan. 10 unanswered so far for Brookville as Smith fouls that out of play. 1 ball and 1 strike. The fair ball, and then there's that short fence down the left field line here at Stern out of your camera view, and it bounced over it. That hit him. Got his elbow. So that'll take us back to the top of the order. And Chase Nimmo, who's now playing out in right field. Nimmo has been on base twice. Now we're going to have timeout called as we're going to get a pitching change here. As we make this pitching change, we'll step aside.
Golfing at one of the prettiest golf courses around is what you get when you play around at Hunter Station Golf Club just outside of Tonesta. Located in the Allegheny Mountains with a spectacular view of the Allegheny River, Hunter Station offers something for everyone. The rolling hills of the front nine, coupled with a back nine situated along the banks of the Allegheny River, create some of the best views in all of northwestern PA. And when you're done with your round, enjoy a delicious meal or a cold drink in our restaurant and bar. Looking for a place to stay? Hunter Station has you covered there too with play and stay packages. Find out more at hunterstation.com.
Eternally Clean Cemetery and Monument Service is the top choice for honoring loved ones with headstone cleaning and flower assortments. Call Corey at 814-227-9370 or Samantha at 814-227-9913 for a free estimate. Visit their Facebook page or eternally-clean.com to learn more. Let your loved one's headstone shine with their Rest and Clean promise.
You've got dreams, might even be something big. Imagine what you could do with the right solutions, secured against evolving threats, and set up to make the right decisions faster. At Acrisure, we help protect and grow everything you've worked so hard to build. We are the brightest people using the best of technology. We are an extraordinary advantage for you. We are Acrisure.
Are you planning for retirement, looking for other investment opportunities? Then you want to stop by Best Wealth Management at the Corners in Shippensville. At Best Wealth Management, they'll plan, invest, and secure for you. Call Matt Best today at 814-227-2800 or visit them online today. Security and advisory services offered through LPL Financial, registered investment advisor, member FINRA, SIPC.
So Noah Eithon takes over on the mound for the Falcon Knights. Eithon 3-3 on the year, 29 2/3, 354 earned run average, has given up 52 hits, 19 walks, and has struck out 27. First pitch by Eithon is going to be a wild pitch. Throw down to third, and now the throw goes out into left field, and that's going to allow a run to score. Runner heading to third. Throw there is high, and it is now an 11-4 Brookville lead. So wild pitch on the first pitch thrown by Eithon. Throwing error by the catcher, Preston. And needless to say, at this point, folks, my scorecard is a bit messy. One ball and one strike here on Nimmo. Grounder over the head of Eithon. Burns back at second, picks it up, throws over, and they do retire the speedy Nimmo to end the inning. But again, 1-2, two more runs, 3 runs scored total here for Brookville. 2 hits. It was an error and 1 left on base. We go to the 5th. It's now Brookville 11, Union 8, or AC of Union 4. The District 9 semifinals here at Sternfield in Du Bois.
Craft beer, craft food, craft service. You get it all and more at Station 101 in DuBois. Whether it's a relaxing evening with friends at cozy family dinner or that special night out with someone unforgettable, Station 101 is the place where memories are made. Dive into a new American culinary journey where every bite is made with premium, farm-fresh ingredients. Quench your thirst with our impressive craft beer lineup, 12 brews on tap, over 120 bottles to explore. From the first sip to the last bite, Station 101 delivers an experience that's anything but ordinary. Station 101 in DuBois, PA, crafted for you.
Need plumbing, heating, or air conditioning services in Western PA? Then call Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning in Clarion today at 814-226-8695. At Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning, we believe that a service-oriented business like ours should give you quality care and a quick response time. That's why we stand on our promise, offering you reliable 24-hour service that gets your job done right when you need it. We can also be found on the web at lutonsplumbing.com. Again, that number is 814-226-8695. Are you hungry? Of course you're hungry. And Daddy's on Main Street in Clarion is ready to tackle that hunger for you. Serving amazing food since 2008, Daddy's has been Clarion's go-to stop whenever hunger strikes. Whether it's a good old-fashioned hot dog or hamburger, a salad, or something from their rotating chef's menu. Yes, I said rotating chef's menu. Daddy has you covered. You can order ahead by calling 814-223-4687 or come on in and dine in. Have a big event you are catering? Daddy's can do that too. Like Daddy's on Facebook at Daddy's Clarion and stop in today. You won't be disappointed.
We head to the fifth. It'll be Langdon, McGarvey, and Aldworth for the Falcon Knights of AC Valley Union, who now trail 11-4 in this game. They led 4-0 after one. Brookville with 2 in the second, 6 in the third, 3 in the fourth. Now lead this game 11-4. 2 balls and no strikes here on Langdon. Three 3-0 on Langdon as that ball came right back to me. And then hit off the screen in front of me and bounced back to the catcher. 3 balls and no strikes here on Langdon. Tomorrow night we'll be at Critchfield Park on the campus of Slippery Rock University as Smethport takes on Montauk in a 2A quarterfinal game as there's ball 4 issued by Burton. And now out comes Chad Weaver, and I think he's going to make a pitching change here. Yes, he's going to have Burton, who did a great job in relief, hand that ball over. Well, he does this. We will step aside. We'll be right back here on the YDL Sports Network, powered by the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg.
A good garbage company is like a good utility player. You don't realize you need one until you don't have one. For great dependable garbage service in Clarion County, no one does it better than Larson's Garbage Service. Locally owned and active in the community for over 50 years, Larson's offers flat rates that are easy to understand with no hidden fees and no contracts. Find out more at larsonsgarbageservice.com.
Creating champions is what we do at the Garage in Shippenville. The Garage is Clarion County's premier indoor hitting and pitching facility, offering one-on-one instruction to athletes of all ages. Join one of our group sessions now by contacting the Garage at 814-918-2123. And did you know the Garage is more than just about baseball and softball? We now have the True Golf Simulator where you can hone your game all year round. Like the Garage on Facebook today.
In both baseball and softball, as in bowling, there's nothing better than a perfect strike. And DuBois Lanes on the Beeline in DuBois has been serving up a striking good time for nearly 70 years and is here for all your bowling needs. At DuBois Lanes, we have open bowling, leagues, birthday parties, and other special events, along with a great pro shop. Call today for open bowling hours or to book your next event. 814-371-0344. Check us out online at DuBoisLanes.com. DuBois Lanes is hoping for a striking year for the DCC Cardinals.
Hi, this is Fred from K&T Supplies. Whether you're a contractor, plumber, electrician, or a do-it-yourselfer, we have everything you need, including lumber. So, before you head to that out-of-town box store, come see us at K&T Supplies, just west on 322, from Sheets in Brookville. K&T Supplies will have what you need and save you a trip. Plus, we offer superior expertise, and as I always say, good times.
When it's your special day, we know you want everything to be just perfect. That's why at the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, we spared no expense in creating our new indoor-outdoor wood-framed event center with waterfalls, gorgeous views of the Allegheny River, a fire pit, and plenty of parking. The Allegheny Grill in Foxburg will take care of everything from catering to bartending, so all you have to do is bring the fun. We do it all for your wedding, anniversary party, corporate event, and so much more. One look at our new facility and we know you'll fall in love. And remember, the view is always free at the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, PA.
Chase Nimmo here in the 5th inning, and Nimmo's first pitch is in there for a called strike on Carter McGarvey. Nimmo has only seen 7 2/3 innings on the year. He has a save, 10 hits, 7 runs, 5 of them earned, 7 walks, 8 strikeouts, 457 earned run average. It's now 1 ball and 1 strike here on McGarvey, who has been hit by 2 pitches, I do believe. Now it's high and it's 2-1 on McGarvey. Now it's 3-1. That's a called strike. So the count's full here on McGarvey. Fouled away. Not much of a windup here for Nimmo. He just kind of like steps back and chucks it in. Maybe he should be pitching for the Punxsutawney Chucks. Rival of the Brookville Raiders. No longer in the same league. Called strike 3. Felt bad for the home plate umpire there. He went to call the strike, and the catcher kind of backed into him, and he had to kind of delay his strike call. So it looked a little awkward, but that was more on the catcher there, Colgren, who ended up backing into him. So 1 away. It's down low, ball 1. Oh, they're going to say he offered at it, so strike 1. Take that back. No balls and a strike here on Allsworth. One and one. Tough game to umpire today. All kinds of pitches and walks and errors and things like that. They're doing a great job. One ball, 2 strikes here on Allsworth. High and tight, and it's 2-2. Nimmo's 2-2 is behind the batter. Runner doesn't try to advance, and now it's full 3-2. I mean, not maliciously behind the batter, just went behind the batter. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Ball 4. 2 on 2 walks in between a strikeout here for the Falcon Knights. Bring up Colbin Elliott. So Elliott at the plate as Colgren and Nemo go over the signals. We're in the 5th. It's Brookville 11, AC Valley Union 4 as this game has slowed to an iceberg pace. Catches the inside corner. Strike one on Elliott. High, and it's 1 strike on Colvin Elliott. Elliott has grounded out and had an infield single, and now coming over to have a word with his pitcher was Morera, the second baseman. And now Elliott calls time. No, back up on the rubber. Set, delivers the 1-1. That's low, and it's 2 and a strike on Colvin Elliott. Two and one. Elliott chases one in the dirt. 2 strikes. Two strikes. Voice of Showersfield, John Schneider in the house now. 2-2 delivery. Ground ball in and out of the glove and through into center field. That's going to be a base hit that'll score a run. It's a tough play there, almost made by Smith up the middle. Doesn't quite get to it. It'll be a run for the Falcon Knights. Cody Bobbert to the plate. We'll see how it ends up being. I roll it a base hit. That's a tough play for the shortstop to make, even though it looks like it's there in his glove. He's got a range far out there. So first and third here is the runner. Allsworth ended up going to third. So Elliott's at first, Allsworth at third. Run in for the Falcon Knights. It's 11-5. And it's 1 and no strikes here. Now, that's a balk. Well, he turned to second, and there was nobody at second base. Huh, okay.
Justin Skibalk wasn't here.
Now out comes Weaver. It looked awkward. We'll leave it at that. It might not have been a balk, but it definitely looked awkward. And I think that's kind of what Logan Pistorius is asking here. And the umpire is saying something, I think, about disengaging.
Now he stepped off because the catcher, the shortstop yelled step off, and he did.
Okay, so that's why it's not a balk. If he had done it while on the rubber, it would have been a balk. But Logan Pistorius did the right thing. He did ask the home plate umpire to explain it. And the home plate umpire is like, nah, he stepped off, so it's not a balk. And it's not a balk. It looked awkward is what it was at the end of the day. Because of the way he stepped off and then turned towards second when nobody was there. So now Chad Weaver's done with his conversation. Now step off and back to first. Kind of wish we were in the majors right now with a pitch clock.
Yeah. I mean, it's 11-5. Who cares what that guy first is doing?
That ball is down the line foul, and it's 1 strike.
I don't care if the guy first is doing the tango. You're up 11-5.
Home plate umpire had to tell the AC Valley Union dugout to be quiet about something. 1 strike here, and that ball is popped up in foul territory and out of play over on the third base side, and it's 2 strikes.
Please return all foul balls to the umpires as soon as possible. Thank you.
Nemo comes set, comes home, high, 2 strikes. 2-2 delivery. Swing and a miss by Bobbert. Down on strikes. 2 outs here for the Falcon Knights in the 5th. Bring up Andrew Preston.
Now batting catcher number 7, Andrew Preston.
Nemo ready for his first pitch to Preston. High, ball 1. High, ball 2. Two-0 delivery, swing and a miss. 2 balls and 1 strike on Andrew Preston. Chase Nemo taking over for Burton after Burton walked the leadoff man who ends up scoring. So Burton's going to be charged with 1 run. Did a heck of a job, though, in his 3+ innings of relief, as that's up high. Now it's 3-1. I mean, other than issuing the walk, it really isn't his fault the runner came home, as Nemo has struggled with control here in his relief outing, as it's 3 balls and 1 strike here on Preston. Ball 4, and the bases are loaded. Bases are loaded for Ryan Armagost. He has struck out and walked in this game. We're going to get a runner again. It'll be Langdon Noah. Noah Langdon again running over at first for Preston.
Running for the catcher once again is number 12, Noah Langdon.
So Armagost, if he would run into one and put it over the fence, not likely, but it could be a 2-run game, just like that. There's a ground ball. Shortstop Smith has it and flips to the second baseman, Morera, to end the threat. 1 run, 1 hit. There was a couple of walks, and the bases were left loaded. We go to the bottom of the 5th. It is now 11-5, Brookville over AC Valley Union.
Well, howdy there, rodeo fans. The 2026 North Washington Rodeo is sounding up August 18th through the 22nd with a big old kickoff party on the 17th. Grab your boots and hats for bronco riding, barrel racing, bull riding, and plenty of heart-pounding action. Gates at 6, show at 8, social hall serving up supper from 4 to 7. Missed dinner? No worries. We've got concessions rolling all night long on Oneida Valley Road in Petrolia, PA. Online at northwashingtonvfd.com/rodeo. Rain or shine, partner, this rodeo riding on. When it's your special day, we know you want everything to be just perfect. That's why at the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, we spared no expense in creating our new indoor-outdoor wood-framed event center with waterfalls, gorgeous views of the Allegheny River, a fire pit, and plenty of parking. The Allegheny Grill in Foxburg will take care of everything from catering to bartending, so all you have to do is bring the fun. We do it all for your wedding, anniversary party, corporate event, and so much more. One look at our new facility and we know you'll fall in love. And remember, the view is always free at the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, PA.
Hi, this is Fred from K&T Supplies. Whether you're a contractor, plumber, electrician, or a do-it-yourselfer, we have everything you need, including lumber. So, before you head to that out-of-town box store, come see us at K&T Supplies, just west on 322, from Sheets in Brookville. K&T Supplies will have what you need and save you a trip. Plus, we offer superior expertise, and as I always say, good time.
Head to the bottom of the 5th. Brookville could end this game with 4 runs. We'll go with Morera and Blake. Against Noah Eithen in his second inning here, as He came in last inning. Ball's fouled away. Strike one by Morey, who has had a sacrifice bunt, a line out. This one's to Elliott. Elliott gets this one and throws the ball to Reynoldsville. Another error on Elliott. That's 3 on him over at third. So Morey's at second for Landon Marrera. Ball is fouled out of play over to the first base side. Strike one on Marrera, who has a couple of hits in this one. Oh, nice bender there by Ethan, and it's no balls and 2 strikes on Marrera. There's a line drive, base hit into right field. They're going to send Morey. Right fielder Armagoss throw to the plate is not in time. Runner going down to second. He's going to be there as the ball goes out into center field. Marrera will hold it second on the RBI. Single to right. Goes to second on the throw. It is now 12-5 Raiders. They're 3 runs away from moving into the district championship game. So now Lab Blake to the plate. Blake is 1 for 3. Takes ball 1 high and inside. 12 runs on 12 hits for the Raiders. Here's a throw to second. That's high, and it's going to go off the glove of the catcher, Preston, but runner at second, Marrera, just holds there, and it's 2 balls and no strikes. Blake pops it up. Elliott will give it a look, but it's out of play over on the third base side, and it's 2 balls and 1 strike here on Lad Blake. Although this game feels like it's taken all night, we're just pushing the 2-hour mark right now. There's a line drive, base hit into right field. They're going to send Marrera. The throw will be cut off, and it is now 13-5 Brookville.
Now batting right fielder number 22, Joel Burton.
So to bring up Joel Burton. Burton can end this one with a home run. Of course, it'd be his first career homer. So he fouls this pitch away, strike 1.
Hey, you got it over the fence.
Burton's been on base all 3 times as he loops this one, and Colbin Elliott gives it a sliding try in front of the fence, in front of the Brookville bullpen, but it's foul, and it's no balls and 2 strikes here on Burton. Ethan checks the runner Blake at first. Comes home with the 0-2. It's outside, and it's 1-2. AC Valley Union scored 4 in the top of the first and 1 in the 5th. Brookville 2-6-3-2 from the second inning on, and now that ball is driven to left, and over there to catch it is the left fielder Bobbert for the first out here in the Brookville 5th inning. So the Raiders with 2 in the second, 6 in the third, 3 in the fourth, 2 in the fifth here so far, as Parker Colgren comes to the plate. There's a called strike to Colgren. Colgren started this game as a throw over to first, back in safely as Blake.
How are you, brother?
Scott Frano in the box here. Scott, I think, is still with the YMCA, correct? Yeah, he's still with the YMCA here in DuBois. They got how many now, Scott? 2 years he's been with the YMCA here in DuBois. I tried to get there a couple of weeks ago when I was here with the AMC tournament, but just never was able to make it work out. I had emailed Zach. I had emailed them, and Zach Wilcox got back to me. Wanted to see if my Clarion membership would work at the DuBois one. I was told it would. And now we have an error here on the second baseman. One really cool thing about the YMCA's, folks, is that a lot. I've dropped about 20 pounds, folks, over the last few weeks. Actually, last couple months. Well, it's nice to see Scott here as he comes in to shake my hand. A really good dude here in DuBois. Had a long time with the DuBois Little League, too. 23 years, and I'll tell you what, they have it going on with that Little League program over here. The Beavers and the DCC Cardinals are 2 of the best teams in District 9. I had an opportunity to do that 2 of those games this year. They played each other, split them. So it's 1 ball and 1 strike here. But great to see Scott here in the press box at Stern Field. 1 ball, 1 strike here on Phillips, and now it's 1-2. That headed went behind him and knocked off his bat. Poor kid. I think I just saw it here. Didn't we just see it here Friday night? Thought we saw it here Friday night. That ball is driven too deep. Right field, but short of the track. Preston makes the catch. Or not Preston, I'm sorry. Armagos makes the catch. 2 away.
Now batting center fielder, number 24, Trenton Colgan.
Trenton Colgan coming to the plate. You know, winning run is in the person of Colgan at first base, as that would make it the 10-run rule. Swing and a miss by Colgan. No balls and 1 strike. Here's the wind and the delivery. High, 1 ball and 1 strike. Two runs in, 2 outs here. Here's no Ithan's pitch. That's in there for a called strike, and it's 1-2 on Colgan. DuBois Central plays on Thursday against Elk County Catholic in the District 9 semifinals. That game is at Brockway High School. Ithan ready with the 1-2. Popped up. Ithan says he has it, and he does as he stumbles a little bit to make the catch, and the inning is over. For Brookville in the 5th, 2 runs on 2 hits, 2 errors, and 2 men left on base. We go to the 6th. It is 13-5 in favor of Brookville.
Well, howdy there, rodeo fans. The 2026 North Washington Rodeo is sounding up August 18th through the 22nd with a big old kickoff party on the 17th. Grab your boots and hats for bronco riding, barrel racing, bull riding, and plenty of heart-pounding action. Gates at 6, show at 8, social hall serving up supper from 4 to 7. Missed dinner? No worries. We've got concessions rolling all night long on Oneida Valley Road in Petrolia, PA. Online at northwashingtonvfd.com/ facebook.com/rodeo. Rain or shine, partner, this rodeo riding on. Looking to score big on your next vacation? Start with a travel advisor who delivers. Your Cruise Planners Advisor is your go-to, saving you time, money, and stress, while hooking you up with exclusive deals, upgraded amenities, and early booking discounts. Get in the game with Griggs Travel at GriggsTravel.com. That's GriggsTravel.com. John Griggs, Port Allegany grad, 1,000-point scorer, 3-sport standout, ready to help you plan your dream getaway. Cruises, resorts, hotels, tours, everything's handled, even your own travel app, and easy rate booking if plans change. This summer, get in the game with Much Game Athletics. Register now for the Girls Shootout and Team Camp, June 12th and 13th, featuring JV and varsity games guaranteed, 6 games per team. Register by May 31st. Plus, sign up for the Oil City area Boys and Girls Leagues with Girls Junior High, Boys Junior High, Boys Varsity and Girls Varsity Leagues available. Guaranteed 9 games per team. For questions or information, contact Jeff Pauley at muchgame649@gmail.com or call 814-671-1176.
With locations in Shippenville and Tionesta, Tionesta Builder Supply is a full-service home improvement center specializing in everything you need to build or remodel your home. From power tools and accessories to paint and sundries and general hardware merchandise, Tionesta Builders has everything you need to get your project done quickly. Find out more at tionestabuilders.us and like them on Facebook.
Wise Eyes of DuBois and St. Mary's are premier eye care facilities here in our Tri-County area. Their offices and eye care team are dedicated to providing excellence in patient care, eye education, and optical services. Dr. Greg Lineski is a leader in clinical eye care involving eye and vision disorders. Dr. Lineski takes the time to explain the results of your eye exam, describes your options, and listens to your eye care needs, because maintaining good eye health is an ongoing partnership at Wise Eyes of DuBois and St. Mary's.
Eternally Clean Cemetery and Monument Service is the top choice for honoring loved ones with headstone cleaning and flower assortments. Call Corey at 814-227-9370 or Samantha at 814-227-9913 for a free estimate. Visit their Facebook page or eternally-clean.com to learn more. Let your loved one's headstone shine with their Resting Clean promise. We head to the top of the 6th inning. It'll be the top of the order for the Falcon Knights of AC Valley Union. They trail 13-5. It's Fleming, Burns, and Langdon for the Falcon Knights against Chase Nimmo in his 2nd inning of relief. Ball 1. Fleming singled and scored in the first, has grounded out a pair of times. It's now 2-0. And now it's 3-0 on Fleming. Winding the 3-0 pitch. That's inside, ball 4. A 4-pitch walk to Trent Fleming leading off the 6th.
Now batting second baseman number 21, Caden Burns.
Bring up Caden Burns. He's walked a pair of times and grounded out. As out comes Chad Weaver again. And he's going to take the ball from Chase Nimmo. We'll be back here on the YDL Sports Network.
You've got dreams, might even be something big. Imagine what you could do with the right solutions. Secured against evolving threats and set up to make the right decisions faster. At Acrisure, we help protect and grow everything you've worked so hard to build. We are the brightest people using the best of technology. We are an extraordinary advantage for you. We are Acrisure.
This is Chris Rossetti from the YDL Sports Network, and I want to tell you about my friends at the Rehab Center, Chiropractors Caring for Health, with 8 locations to serve you, including in Clarion, Brookville, and Katanning. I've been going to the Rehab Center since 2009, and I wouldn't trust my back and neck health to anyone else. The Rehab Centers include 3 D9 athletic alums, and Isaac Greeley of Port Allegheny, Matt Brush of Brookville, and Derek Mason of Cameron County, along with 4 additionally highly trained chiropractors, including Jason Jacobs. Find out more at therehabcenters.com. That's the Old English spelling of centers with an RES at the end.
Golfing at one of the prettiest golf courses around is what you get when you play around at Hunter Station Golf Club just outside of Tonesta. Located in the Allegheny Mountains with a spectacular view of the Allegheny River, Hunter Station offers something for everyone. The rolling hills of the front 9, coupled with a back 9 situated along the banks of the Allegheny River, create some of the best views in all of northwestern PA. And when you're done with your round, enjoy a delicious meal or a cold drink in our restaurant and bar. Looking for a place to stay? Hunter Station has you covered there too with play and stay packages. Find out more at hunterstation.com.
So now Landon Marrera takes over on the mound, 4th pitcher for Brookville. Marrera, 20 2/3 this year. He's given up 20 runs, 11 of them earned, 9 walks, 17 strikeouts, 373 earned run average. So after the leadoff walk to Fleming, ends the night for Nimmo. It goes right through the glove of Colgren for a pass ball that will allow Fleming to go to second. As Colgren just, frankly, missed the ball. Went right through his glove. So Fleming now at second. 1 ball and 1 strike here on the batter, Caden Burns. That misses, and now it's 2-1 on Burns. Now it's 3-1 on Burns. There's a called strike, and now it's full. 3-2 here on Caden Burns. Ball 4, 10th walk issued by Brookville pitching tonight. In a game that has seen
Now batting center fielder number 17, Connor
14 walks and 4 hit batters. Called strike here to Connor Langdon.
Sounds to me like a lot of excellent pitching going on.
Not to mention 7 errors. Because that's way over the head of Langdon. If you came for clean baseball, you did not come to the right place tonight. That's down low, and now it's 2-1. There's a called strike, and now it's 2-2. 2 balls and 2 strikes here on Connor Langdon. Langdon pops it up. And that's going to get out of play over in foul territory into the bleachers. Means 2 balls and 2 strikes here on Connor Langdon. Fleming's at second. Burns is at first for the Falcon Knights, who trail 13-5 in a game they led 4-0 after a half an inning. Landon Morera shakes off his catcher. Checks the runner at second, comes home. Swing and a miss. Down on strikes goes Langdon.
Now batting first baseman number 8, Carter McGarvey.
Bring up Carter McGarvey. McGarvey's been hit by 2 pitches and struck out. Takes ball 1 low. And he fouls that one away. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Please return all foul balls to the umpires as soon as possible. Thank you.
That misses, and it's 2-1. And now they've got the runner caught in between first and second, and nobody's covering first. So I'm going to have Joe Greco walk me through that. 2-1 count. Was that a throw over to first, Joe?
Yes.
It was a throw over to first, and
It picked off, but then once he threw the second, nobody was covering first, which allowed him to get back.
and Fleming takes third.
Yeah, he was forced to go. They didn't even play on him.
So he rose to third on a fielder's choice.
Well, there's no batted ball, so there's no fielder's choice.
Well, you can have a fielder's choice without a batted ball.
Okay. I don't know where you put it, though.
In the margins of a scorecard is where you put it. So that ball is fouled out of play, and it's 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Glad that your scorecard wasn't messy enough.
Can't even read my scorecard at this point, folks. So I'm just guessing as we go along. 2-2 pitch is high, and it's 3-2.
Pete, is there anything I need to sign? Nope. Okay.
And now we're having a conversation on what the count is. It is 3-2.
I even checked it 2-1.
You did. Joe Greco saying he checked it at 2-1, but now the umpires are going to get together to make sure it's 3-2.
It's 4-2.
According to Game Changer for Brookville, it is also 3-2. So they have the count correct there, I think.
Hey, if Kenny Neff says it's 3-2, we're golden.
For the second time now, the AC Valley Union dugout has been yelled at by the home plate umpire. There's a ground ball to the third baseman on to second for 1. They get the runner there. Runner holds at third as Phillips goes to second. It'll bring up Lexton Allsworth. There's a called strike. This game has seen 290 pitches now, 291 pitches thrown in it. Two balls and a strike here on Lex and Allworth. Runners at the corners. 2 outs for AC Valley Union. Now it's 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes on Allworth. Morera comes set, delivers high, 3-2. Wide into 3-2 is lofted high in the air. Nobody knows where it's at, and it's going to go all the way out into the left center field gap. That's going to score 2, and it is 13-7. As you could tell that the shortstop Smith and the center fielder Colgan had no idea where that baseball was at. It'll be a in the lights double for Allsworth, and it is 13-7. As Colbin Elliott comes to the plate. Ball high to one high to Elliott. And now Elliott with a chopper. Smith, it won't be able to get it. It's going to go into center field. That's going to score another one, and it is 13-8. On the seeing eye, single by Elliott as the Falcon Knights are now trying to fight back in this one.
Now batting left fielder number 84, Cody Bobbert.
Bring up Cody Bobbert, who has struck out, grounded into a double play, and walked. As we're going to get a pinch runner here. Micah Kindle will come in to run for Elliott.
First base is number 2, Micah Kendall.
Micah, the son of athletic director at Union High School, Scott Kindle. First pitch to Bobbert, fouled away, strike 1. Waiting for a ball to come in, I guess. Yeah. It's in there for a strike, and it's no balls and 2 strikes on Cody Bobbert. And Bobbert reaches out and dumps one into center field on a 2-strike base hit. That'll bring up Andrew Preston. Back to a 5-run game here, 13-8. Brookville leads. Over 300 pitches in this one. There's a strike 1 to Preston. That misses low, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Swing and a miss, 1-2. That's down low, and it's 2-2 here on Preston. Preston, the eighth man to bat in the inning. 3 runs in for AC Valley Union. They still trail, though, 13-8. It's up high, and now it's full, 3-2. The runners will get a head start. That's Kindle at second, Bobbert at first. Payoff pitch, ground ball, second base, Nimmo on to first to end the inning, but not before AC picks up a couple of runs on 3 hits. There were a couple of walks, no errors, and 2 left on base. We go to the bottom of the 6th, 13-8, Brookville over AC Valley Union.
Are you hungry? Of course you're hungry. And Daddy's on Main Street in Clarion is ready to tackle that hunger for you. Serving amazing food since 2008, Daddy's has been Clarion's go-to stop whenever hunger strikes. Whether it's a good old-fashioned hot dog or hamburger, a salad, or something from their rotating chef's menu. Yes, I said rotating chef's menu. Daddy has you covered. You can order ahead by calling 814-223-4687 or come on in and dine in. Have a big event you are catering? Daddy's can do that too. Like Daddy's on Facebook at Daddy's Clarion and stop in today. You won't be disappointed.
We think Rossbacker Insurance is a place for you and for your family, for your individuals, for your businesses, because we want to be your insurance advisor. We're local, we're knowledgeable, we have contracts with all different insurance carriers to customize and fit the right insurance program for your needs. We're here, you can come sit down with us, talk to us one-on-one, sit across from the kitchen table, sit across from our desks, and we can give you good insurance advice, how you can save money, where you don't want to save money and skimp out on coverage. And so we're there to help balance that and give you good insurance advice, good risk management advice. So after you have a claim disaster, you can have confidence that you're
Well, howdy there, rodeo fans. The 2026 North Washington Rodeo is sounding up August 18th through the 22nd with a big old kickoff party on the 17th. Grab your boots and hats for bronco riding, barrel racing, bull riding, and plenty of heart-pounding action. Gates at 6, show at 8, social hall serving up supper from 4 to 7. Missed dinner? No worries. We've got concessions rolling all night long on Oneida Valley Road in Petrolia, PA. Online at northwashingtonvfd.com/rodeo. Rain or shine, partner, this rodeo riding on.
We head to the bottom of the 6th. It'll be Smith, and then the top of the order, Nimmo and Morey against Noah Eithan. Smith shows bunt, lays it down. Eithan off the mound, picks it up, throws him out at first. 1 pitch, 1 out.
Now batting second baseman number 3, Chase Nimmo.
Chase Nimmo swings and fouls it off, strike 1. Grounder, Eithan has it. Pair of 1-3 putouts in different fashions here to start the Brookville 6th. That'll bring up Dante Morey. Well, the one thing that'll happen for Brookville if they want is potentially they'll have Colgren, if they hold on and win this one, to start against Carson City, which they definitely didn't think might have been the case. One and one here on Morey. AC Valley Union wants to have something to say about that, and now Morey gets hit by a pitch. Then Brandon Herrera comes up. Herrera fouls that one away, strike one. Looking ahead to the seventh inning for the Falcon Knights, they will have Armagost and then the top of the order, Fleming and Burns due up. Hoping that they only need 5 to keep the game going. It's in the dirt. Runner heading for second. Preston's throw goes out into right center field. That's going to be a 7th error on AC Valley Union, and now runners at third base. So you have the wild pitch and then the error on the catcher. And now it's 2-1 on the batter, Herrera. Now it's 3-1 on Herrera. And Herrera fouls that one away, and it's 3 balls and 2 strikes. Glad you could join us here on this Monday night, opening of the baseball playoffs in District 9. Karn City won our opener 8-2 over St. Mary's. Brookville 3 outs away from putting this one in the books. Here's the pitch. Called, strike 3. And the inning is over. No runs. No hits. It was a walk in air and 1 left on base. We go to the 7th. It is 13-8 Brookville, 3 outs away from a spot in the District 9 title game.
When it's your special day, we know you want everything to be just perfect. That's why at the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, we spared no expense in creating our new indoor-outdoor wood-framed event center with waterfalls, gorgeous views of the Allegheny River, a fire pit, and plenty of parking. The Allegheny Grill in Foxburg will take care of everything from catering to bartending, so all you have to do is bring the fun. We do it all for your wedding, anniversary party, corporate event, and so much more. One look at our new facility and we know you'll fall in love. And remember, the view is always free at the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, PA.
Hi, this is Fred from K&T Supplies. Whether you're a contractor, plumber, electrician, or a do-it-yourselfer, we have everything you need, including lumber. So, before you head to that out-of-town box store, come see us at K&T Supplies, just west on 322, from Sheets in Brookville. K&T Supplies will have what you need and save you a trip. Plus, we offer superior expertise, and as I always say, good times.
Golfing at one of the prettiest golf courses around is what you get when you play around at Hunter Station Golf Club just outside of Tonesta. Located in the Allegheny Mountains with a spectacular view of the Allegheny River, Hunter Station offers something for everyone. The rolling hills of the front 9, coupled with a back 9 situated along the banks of the Allegheny River, create some of the best views in all of northwestern PA. And when you're done with your round, enjoy a delicious meal or a cold drink in our restaurant and bar. Looking for a place to stay? Hunter Station has you covered there too with play and stay packages. Find out more.
You've got dreams. Might even be something big. Imagine what you could do with the right solutions. Secured against evolving threats and set up to make the right decisions faster. At Acrisure, we help protect and grow everything you've worked so hard to build. We are the brightest people using the best of technology. We are an extraordinary advantage for you. We are Acrisure.
We go to the top of the 7th. It'll be Armagost, Fleming, and Burns against Brookville's 5th pitcher of the day, Lad Blake.
Now pitching for Brookville, number 29, Lad Blake.
Blake has made a couple of appearances this year.
In the top of the 7th inning, right fielder number 6, Ryan Armagost.
Blake 1 inning this year, to be exact. We saw that here 2/3 of an inning against Red Bank, a third of an inning against Red Bank. First time he's pitched against somebody other than Red Bank, but all three of them have been right here on the YDL Sports Network. Why not? For his first pitch, we get time called. Now we're ready to go. Here's Blake's first pitch. Outside ball one. Blake had some arm issues and didn't know if he was going to get the chance to pitch at all this year, but he's come back and, like I said, through the 1 inning total. Now he wants to talk to Colgren about the signs. Where's PitchCom when you need it?
Yeah. Well, the catcher seems to have it, so you can get him from the dugout, but
Blake ready with the 1-0. That misses low, and it's 2 balls and no strikes. Falcon Knights need 5 here. Blake's 2-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. 2-1 here on Ryan Armagost. Hoping this isn't the last at bat of his AC Valley Union career. 2-1 delivery. High, 3-1. Wind in the 3-1 delivery. Swing and a miss, 3-2. Wind in the payoff by Lab Blake. Ball, called. Strike 3. One away.
now batting shortstop number 1, Trent Fleming.
Bring up Trent Fleming. There's a called strike 1 to Fleming. And if Brookville holds on, they will play Karn City at 4 o'clock on Wednesday at Showers Field for the District 9 title. It's up high, 1 ball and 1 strike. AC Union 4 in the first, 1 in the fifth, 3 in the sixth for their 8. Brookville 2 in the second, 6 in the third, 3 in the fourth, 2 in the fifth for their 13. Ground ball, third baseman Phillips. And he pulls the first baseman Morera off the bag, so it'll be an error on Phillips, the second on Brookville, the 9th of this game.
Now batting second baseman number 21.
And that'll bring up Caden Burns. As Trent Fleming is on for the 4th time, but with only 1 hit. Swing and a miss by Burns, strike 1. Swing and a miss, strike 2. No balls and 2 strikes here on Caden Burns. Blake's 0-2 pitch is up high, 1-2. Blake staring in, has his sign. And now calling time is Burns. That one's low, and it's 2 balls and 2 strikes here on Burns. Burns has walked 3 times in this game. Blake ready with the 2-2. Called strike 3. 2 away here as we are down to potentially the final out we are down to the final out for the Falcon Knights as Connor Langdon comes to the plate. Ball 1, great stop there by Colgren. That's inside, and it pops out of the glove of Colgren, and now it's 2-0. Two balls and no strikes. There's a called strike, 2-1. Just so you know, folks, because in the playoffs we're doing it this way, we're going to do the player of the game interview off the air, and you'll see it in the story of the game recap on d9and10sports.com. So make sure you check that out, whether that's late tonight, early tomorrow morning. Ball is popped up, and it's going to land in for a base hit. So Langdon with the pop fly single to, I guess, first base there, you could call it. First and second with 2 outs for Carter McGarvey. Garvey's been hit by a couple pitches, struck out and reached and scored. Reached on a field. Ball was in the dirt. Runner won't try to advance. Ball 1. Two and 0. Throw goes down to first. It's going to go down into the corner there. Runner was already taking off for second, so no air on the play. Second and third. And it's 2 balls and no strikes here on McGarvey. Blake's pitch down low, and now it's 3-0. Winding to 3-0. There's a called strike. Three and 1 on McGarvey. Senior hoping this isn't his last at bat, but his team needs to rally as they're down 13-8 with 2 on here in the 7th. Ball 4, and the bases are loaded. Walk number 11 issued by Brookville pitching, and they're winning the game as Lexon Allsworth comes to the plate. Ball 1 high. Off the glove of the catcher Colgren. Nobody's going to try to score. Now it's 2 balls and no strikes. Tying run in the on-deck circle in the person of Colbin Elliott. Lad Blake trying to close this one out for the Raiders. Swing and a miss, 2-1.
I don't think I've ever seen a line score of 8-8, 7, 13, 13, 2, or 3 on the board.
There's a strike, and now it's 2 balls and 2 strikes, and the Falcon Knights back down to their final strike. Lad Blake up on the rubber, ready to deliver the 2-2. High, 3-2, nowhere to put them.
Get on decks 3-4.
3-2 pitch coming here. Runner at first will get a jump. Fouls it away, staying alive.
I'm not sure Brookville's going to have anything left for Carter City. Yeah, but still,
Payoff pitch. Ball 4. Walks home a run, and the tying run will come to the plate for the Falcon Knights in the person of Colbin Elliott.
Now batting third baseman number 23, Colbin Elliott.
Elliott does not have a home run on the season. That is the 12th walk issued by Brookville pitching, by the way. So, Colbin Elliott, the senior, heading to Westminster College next year to play football and major in broadcast media. He could give this broadcaster a heck of a call if he puts one over the fence right now.
4 years from now, he'll be standing there calling a game instead of you.
Bases loaded, 2 outs, down 4 the Falcon Knights, but they brought the tying run to the plate here in the top of the 7th. Lad Blake to Colbin Elliott, first pitch, inside, ball 1. Blake ready. Here's the 1-0. Elliott pops it up and out of play. 1 ball and 1 strike. Game pushing 2 hours and 45 minutes. 1-1 pitch to Elliott. Fouled at the plate. Now, once again, EC Valley Union down to its last strike. We've been here before, though, in this inning. One ball, 2 strikes on Colbin Elliott. Lad Blake trying to close it out and send the Raiders to the District 9 title game. 1-2 pitch. Elliott pops it up. Marrera at first will give it a look, but it's out of play. It remains 1-2. Lad Blake set with the 1-2 delivery. Misses high and outside. Now it's 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes, bases loaded, tying run at the plate in the person of Colbin Elliott. Lad Blake's 2-2 delivery. Elliott fouls it off down the first base side. Brookville deep and left, shallower in center and right here for Elliott. Here's the 2-2 delivery to Elliott. Swing and a miss. He chased one over his head. That'll do it. Brookville is headed to the District 9 title game where they'll play Karn City at 4 o'clock on Wednesday at Showers Field here in DuBois. We will name Joel Burton as our Allegheny Grill of Foxburg player of the game. Again, we'll have that interview off the air. Final score here from Sternfield. Brookville 13, AC Valley Union 9. Thanks for joining us tonight for this doubleheader. It'll be Karn City and Brookville for the D9 3A title at 4 p.m. on Wednesday at Showers Field right here in DuBois. This is Chris Rossetti saying good night